Hello, everybody, and welcome back. This is another episode of ColdIron here on Dork Tales. I hope you're all doing well tonight. I am your rootinest, tootinest storyteller, Kelly. Are you seeing him? And folks, I'm very excited to be here tonight as we are headed back into the wild west of Elos, or at least the wild southwest area. You know how it is. Before we begin, I think we should go around, do a quick round of introductions. Caitlan will be joining us shortly, but in the meanwhile, why don't we go ahead and start with Robin. Robin, how are you doing?
I'm doing pretty dang good. Yeah. Just had a leg twitch. Sorry, that was weird. Just involuntary muscle spasm that just like short-circuited my brain. Hi, I'm Robin. I use she, her pronouns, and so does my character, Trixxi, who is our Gobofficer, Gadgetsmith, Inventor, which is a class from Kibbles.
Kibbles?
She uses she, her pronouns too, and she likes to go boom.
All right, down beneath you, we have Christine.
Hello, I am Christine, and I use she, her pronouns, and tonight I play Belle St. Clair, our Tabaxi warlock of the group. And my bangs don't want to sit right.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it sucks.
Well, you know, they say kitty kitty bang bang. Speaking of bang, we've got Carrion. No, we got Amy. We don't have Carrion.
You could also have Carrion.
Oh,
but I'm Amy.
I normally would clean that up before it would become Carrion.
Oh, that's fair. I'm Amy, pronouns are she, her, they, them, and I'm playing Carrion Slaughterhouse, the tiefling / orc-ish ranger of the Drake Warden variety. And she's got a fun little companion named Havoc, who is definitely not getting in trouble at all.
Not even a little bit.
Carrion also uses she, her, they, them.
Perfect. And last but not least, hey Kat, it's Transvisibility Week and I see you.
Oh my god, I actually didn't even know that. Look at me go. I'm so aware of myself. Anyways, what I am aware of is that my name is Katrina and I use she, her pronouns, as does my girl, Taliina'a, who is our Seraphim Aberrant Mind sorcerer. Yeah, that's me.
All right. So, folks, before we begin, I have to do a big thank you to our sponsor, of course, Bookwyrm Games, who has kept us for, nearly 3 years. What's the anniversary at 3 years? I feel like it's something special. Perhaps it's dice. Hey, go to Bookwyrm Games' website right now, bookwyrmgames.com, and use code DorkTales to save 15%. That's a 1 and a 5. It is a great amount to save. It basically eats your tax. And if you spend 100 Canadian dollars or more and live everywhere but America right now, you get free shipping. That's right. If you live in Botswana, you get free shipping. If you live in Japan, free shipping. If you live in Japan, free shipping. If you live in Canada.
Website with code DorkTales for 15% off and free shipping over $100 Canadian dollars is Bookwyrm Games at link.
Even Google knows.
What the fuck? What? That's amazing.
What was that?
That was my phone reminding me that Bookwyrm Games, they're like the website that has free shipping over 15. It just quoted me at me.
Okay,
from off
that's
camera.
amazing though.
My phone was just
my god.
I thought that
that's-
was purposeful.
No.
AI and technology get sassy.
Damn it, we're trying not to use AI on this channel, and here we go. AI just hops in and is like, I'm part of the stream now.
Cortana,
Okay.
no.
Cortana!
It's insidious.
Cortana, yes. All right, that was hopefully the weirdest part of my night. Tech problems. They are among us. But, folks, we are going to hop into game in just a minute. Thank you. What?
I said you jinxed it by saying that.
I didn't jinx it. I'm just saying I welcome our robot overlords. What's wrong with that? Folks, we're going to be hopping into game in just a second. Before we do, I just wanted to say thank you one more time to Bookwyrm Games. You guys are amazing. And I think it's time for us to get ready to head into... Whoop. I'm not going to cut that out. It was weird. Folks, let me tell you what happened last time because Amy was not with us because of some health issues. Amy, what you need to know last time is that you made it to the town of Little Top. Little Top is located atop a large, well, basically the largest hill in this hilled region leading up to the eastern wall of the cauldron. It used to be a mining town back before the mines ran dry. There were a number of collapses and things like that that shut it down, and now it remains an agricultural center and a trading post that is basically between Burden and Stark Springs. It's one of the larger towns basically along the eastern, well, not seaboard, but eastern mountainside on the way north. If you need supplies, it's where you have to go. There is a thriving agriculture and horticulture and viticulture industry there. Particularly in the arid climate around there allows it to grow a great and distinct amount of grapes. That have led it to become something of a wine capital for this region. On top of that, the wine there, because of the dust storms that frequent the area, have developed some type of, well, many different types of grape have this thing called a bloom, which is kind of a waxy coating, but the grapes at Little Top and the surrounding region have developed so much bloom that the bloom is actually more valuable than the grapes, as it can be turned into a number of different substances, including candle materials and so on. Basically, you have a complete change where the dwarves are working in wine fields, and I like it. Besides that, you went there, you returned the child that you had rescued. Were you there for that episode with the child and the evil pig? Oh, no, you weren't. You missed 2 episodes. Okay, so what you missed was that the party went and had to go get food and found a cottage that they tried to go barter food from, where the family that was living there was corrupted by some type of well parasite that turned them into flesh monsters. And they managed to rescue a small child and took him with you to deliver him to his uncle, his certified bachelor uncle, who lives in the town of Little Top. This uncle turned out to be a lay deacon of the Church of Basir, a real hunk, and Trixxi looked up his toga. You guys went shopping, and Little Top has a festival called I believe the Starfall Festival, and what it is basically there's a time where this part of the cauldron is very prone to meteorites falling and kicking up dust storms. And during one of, it's almost to the point where they can hold a festival twice a year.
Hillfire Festival.
Hillfire, thank you, not Starfall. Hillfire, because it burned the damn hills at one point. Thank you, Robin. My notes are very, very spread out, and I'm trying to cover a lot of games. So basically you had a bunch of fun. Tally ate more carbs than a humanoid should. And then the Hillfire Festival came to its climax with the meteorites falling from the sky and everybody heading down beneath, because the majority of this town exists inside of the mountain proper. And you are now in the underground area where you have booked a hotel room and have gone out to eat sushi with Theron and Huxley, and had just recently been reacquainted with your party and had been told of everything that happened, that the child had been dropped off, and that now Havoc has gills. So that's a thing. Yes.
Real quick,
Trixxi.
we also went to we went shopping, and I don't know, it's been a few weeks, so I forget because I know we didn't talk about it, but Trixie's going back to the shop the next day to get her new arm gun, because Zoe got a fancy shotgun, and then we got some potions, but Trixie's going back to get a new gun because I can't use a heavy revolver, and she was going to make something for me.
All right. Were there any other questions or anything else that I needed to mention about what happened? I think I covered most of the bases. I think that was pretty much everything that happened.
The secret rebellion meeting.
Oh, yes. Just that little thing. there's a secret rebellion meeting that Trixxi stumbled upon that is happening, where a bunch of people from the Deep Liberation Front are supposedly meeting up. And Trixxi has been invited to that by talking her way inside of the... talking her way inside. She will be going to that, I believe, later tonight.
Yes. Yeah, it's later tonight, and we have $375 of store credit with that woman still
Yes.
after buying the gun.
Yes, which is going to be used to get some cool stuff.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah, that's on top of the gun.
All right. Anybody have any questions, comments, or concerns before we head in? Perfect. I just realized that I was trying to find all my notes earlier, and I forgot that I just put them in my setting document. Like, and you know, like a writer. I actually did what I was supposed to do for a change. Who would have thought?
Nice.
Who would have thought? I was organized. There we go, because this place is also known as Krenholm. All right, in fact, you are inside of Krenholm, which is the actual place down underneath the city of Littletop. All right, so without further ado, I think we should probably start heading into game right about now. Now, when we ended game last time, it was with you all hanging out in... Did you guys go to the pool? Or did you were in your room, if I'm not mistaken, just still talking about what you were going to do with your night?
Tally was about to go down to the pool and the spa.
All right, so why don't we go ahead and start it right about there. You can hear the sound of music pumping through the walls as you open the door and prepare to head out. You've got a few rooms booked inside of this very, very nice executive suite. Well, executive suite, this underground inn. You're staying at a wonderful place called the...
We are staying at the...
It is the Undermountain. Right, the
Yeah,
Undermountain.
the Undermountain.
Undermountain Inn,
Yeah.
that's right. I had the word Undermountain scrawled across my notes.
I wrote Undermountain, and then like for some reason did the AIN, and then I did AINN like as part of Undermountain. Like I smushed the two words together.
That's fine. Undermountain Inn.
Inn.
That's really clever. In fact, I'm changing the name of the hotel to the Undermount Inn. Because that is much more
that's
clever.
good.
You
That's
rewrote
good,
it.
though.
You rewrote it. I'm gonna put that in my notes. Hold on.
Nice.
Undermount.
Also, look at your tiny lapdog, Christine.
Also, I think that might have been one of the first times ever that the first one able to pull up the notes about a specific name was me.
That's
right?
wild.
I'm proud. I'm proud of you, Kat.
Teddy.
I'm proud of you.
Oh my god. Entire
Bella's
dog.
now
Massive.
is played by Teddy.
This is
When Teddy plays a cat.
24/7. That's all he does. Look at that tongue. You've all decided that you should probably go relax around the poolside and scope the area out before you do anything special. And then some of you aren't even planning to go along on that excursion into the trouble that is likely brewing here beneath the mountain. But in the meanwhile, it's time to go swim. Is anybody grabbing a bathing suit? Does anyone have a bathing suit?
What are you talking
No.
about? Just strip down to your undergarments.
Tally's gonna be in her underwear, probably.
Yeah, same with Trixxi.
All right.
Or she'll be the only one that does actually have a swimsuit and have thought to have brought it because she's Tally.
Is everybody going to go swimming?
Yes.
Yes.
Come on, Belle. You love the water. Belle cannot unmute because she has a dog on her. But because he is a needy boy.
It's fine. Belle's giving us all the stink eye when we talk about going swimming.
Yeah.
Water? Ne. Agua? Ne. All right. So.
No, it's no.
No. All right. So. Belle may tag along, but she's not going to go swimming. She's not a water cat. She's not a Maine Coon. But the rest of you are going to head out into the hallways, making your way through the vast and quite full hallways that dwell beneath the Undermountain. As you're making your way through, you're going to see that there is no end of these vast tunnel networks. Once upon a time, these were hallways. These were various mine shafts that have been repurposed. Like a lot of Dwarven architecture, form follows function. And here, that is definitely the case. The tallest of you, and in that case, I think Tally and Carrion are probably the tallest, after Zoe, of course. But Zoe is having to crouch down, her hat smushing against the roof as you head through these areas that are, well, honestly, let's just say it's a good way to keep orcs out of here, because they're all going to scratch the roof. Goliaths as well will deal with daily concussions as they head through. But a lot of you are going to be able to make it through the hallways, hearing the plucking of strings and the dancing of people as the festival continues in some of the main thoroughfares. You can hear beyond and see beyond from some of the hotel balconies that it is a place of wonder down here, a place of exquisite beauty and architecture, the likes of which none of you have ever seen, I'm pretty sure. Perhaps, well, actually, tell you what, I would love it if I could get Belle, Trixxi, and Carrion to all roll me a d20.
Oh, I need dice.
I actually just had the exact same thought. I'm like, wait, I
have
don't have
it
any
in
dice
the
out.
bag. I have it in the bag, but I don't have them out. So, you know, we're getting there.
Oh my god. This is the night, man.
So,
This is in
are we
fact
we're
the
rolling a d20? Is this like a history check or just a d20?
This is just a d20.
Okay, I got a 14.
A 14? Okay. Tally, I
5.
wouldn't... 5? Okay. Tally, I wouldn't worry about it. You have never been outside of the cauldron. Belle, hold up the number of fingers with one hand. Was that an 8? 13. 11. 1. 14. 15. 16. 25. 15. 14. 10. 12.
12.
Okay.
This is going to go great.
This is what he does. Okay, so I just want to tell you real quick, guys. When you're like, hey, Kelly, why hasn't this made this to YouTube? Because I can't edit because I have a dog on top of me because he gets cold. Oh, he's cold. Hold on. I'm going to... Guys, do you mind if I pause to put his jammies on him so he can go, like, leave Christine alone?
So, normally I have to have my keyboard off so that he doesn't smack it. Thank God I had the set of dice that Amy got me.
Oh, so actually, on the note of ouch,
You muted yourself there, Christine,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, I was
ouch.
yelling at Kelly. But thank goodness I had this set of dice that Amy bought me on my desk because I also didn't bring my dice out.
We are just so good tonight, guys.
So on the note of ouch, I just dumped all my 4 sets into here, and this D4, a very sharp-edged Bookwyrm Games D4, was chilling on top, and I didn't notice it, and I went to go poop on my dice to flatten them all out, and this is the sharpest die I've ever had, and it just went straight into the center of my hand, and oh boy, that hurt. I swear to God, we are
we're gonna show.
professionals.
Yes, gonna show off his pajamas. He has pajamas.
All right. Oh, they're not green screening out. That's great. They're duckies, in case anybody needs to see.
They're winter duckies.
It's stupid cute.
This dog is stupid cute. I love that we got him used to clothes because I love clothing him.
It's only green screening him out a little. Teddy, prop him up.
I will
Where is-
put I'll go find a photo from that we took of him and put it in the Discord.
All right, sounds
under
good.
ColdIron
All right,
spoilers,
now
so
smack
people
him on
can
the
see
butt and
what
let
he
him
looks
go.
like. Yeah, little doggy.
So, Carrion, you have seen the inside of a dwarven city before. Just very briefly in your travels. Belle, you have definitely seen some examples of dwarven architecture, living as close to some of the big cities down south as you have. And so you are not really caught off guard by this, but as you are wandering through and taking the balcony way over to go and head toward, pardon me one sec. Let me just, there we go. Now I won't be erasing half of Amy's face. As you were taking your way over toward the pool area, you're going to step across into one of the larger expanses. A great hall with wide brimming chandeliers, ancient supports that have been carved directly out of white granite and even harder stones that you can't identify. It is majestic. Above you, the chandeliers gleam in a golden white. And the air is fresh down here, fed by subterranean vents, with the slight smell of salt in the air. The fresh smell of a salt scrub. The smell of a recently uncorked white wine. The smell of people, and yet it doesn't stink. Dwarves, over the thousands and thousands and thousands of years that they have existed as a culture, have learned that, well, it helps if you learn basic fluid mechanics and fluid dynamics to help prevent the accumulation of body odor in a space, especially when you're a working people. And that is exactly what you are experiencing here. All around you, you are going to be seeing down below a massive central square with people partying, dancing, drinking, just socializing. Dwarves hanging out with elves and humans. You can see Goliaths. You can see various peoples of all shapes and sizes, even the Aarakocra that handle the meteorology stations atop the mountain. Enjoying glasses of wine, fresh fish, and a wonderful night. As you pass on, you are going to make your way down to the pool room. The pool room is quite large. It has burbling blue water inside of these geometric walls that pulse with a purple light through various sconces that have been carved into them. Designs of Gren's 8-point wheel line the wall, and a massive wading pool dwells beneath. You can see a number of people splashing around in the shallow end. Dwarves, their families, dwarven children playing with human children, which leads to a lot of games of shoulder chicken. And what are you all doing?
Trixxi's gonna go look for... You said there was a swim-up bar, so I think Trixxi's gonna try and...
Oh
go
yeah,
look
there
for
absolutely is a swim-up
first.
bar inside of here. And
So Trixxi's gonna strip down to her skivvies and she's gonna put she's gonna lubricate her, basically put an
Go on.
anti-rust.
WD-40.
WD-40. She's gonna put on a little bit of protection on her metal arm just to make sure nothing gets She doesn't know like the mineral water or anything down here if there's something different. So she's gonna protect her arm and then she'll do a full-on cannonball into the water. If I would, could I make a
Make me an
make a
athletics check.
cannonball? Athletics, you say?
I do. I would also allow acrobatics.
Could I use my impact gauntlet that has the pushback feature as I go down to make a big splash?
I will give you advantage on the splash.
Okay. I'll take it.
Trixie's quite good at
That's a
taking it, so that's good.
It's true. That's a D12, Robin. Let's not roll a D12.
You're not going to get a 20 on a 12.
I'm not. It's true.
Or if you do, then I don't know.
Okay, what number is that? That is 18 plus, what's my athletics? 19.
There is an explosive... Do you yell cannonball?
Oh, 100%. I was just about to say, as you're like, there's an explosion, she's gonna go, cannonball! Wait, no, hold on. Deserve.
You know
Cannonball!
what you deserve? You
You
deserve...
deserve a cannonball!
There we go. All right. There is an explosion of water as it begins to rain on each and every one of you. Belle, as much as you try to stay dry, it's going to be very difficult. You're going to be a soggy cat in a second as the water splashes back on you. There is a little awning that's going to protect the... bless you. There is a little awning that's going to protect the bartender. But the rest of you are going to get completely soaked with water. Zoe is going to like look down and go, "Oh my. Oh my, I appear to be very wet."
Talia's gonna kind of like, ugh, and prestidigitation her especially her hair dry, which she then proceeds to put up in a nice bun behind her and elegantly step into the water.
All right. A couple of the dwarves nearby are going to be impressed by the splash. They're going to be hooting and hollering, particularly the children that are going to start swimming your direction, like splashing the back of your head as you're swimming through. Trixxi?
She'll splash back with her impact gauntlet. Whoosh!
Wah! Oh, hold on, I'll make a check for the kid. All right, one of the kids is going to get launched back on shore.
By the tidal wave, not
Yeah, by the tidal wave.
Just going
to be like,
she's not punching children. Let's get this clear.
Man, you always got to ruin my fun by not punching kids. Yeah, you're absolutely going to launch one back onto the shore, and by doing that, the parent is going to yell, "Oi! Get back in there! Don't let a little green thing knock you around like that. Go splash her." "Yes, mama." And they dive back in, ready to cause some mayhem to you. However, you can easily make it past them by approaching the bar.
Yeah, she'll make her way to the bar. I think at this point, like, she usually has her hair up, but you're actually gonna see when she takes it down, it's actually like to her, almost her butt. Like, she has long hair, but she always just has it done up. She hasn't cut it. And but it's probably come out at this point from this huge bun at the back. And so she's just like, she's a little like Ariel right now. I'm kind of picturing like how long it is, and like it's covering her areas a little bit more too. But so she's very like mermaid-esque looking right now as she's swimming up towards the bar.
Nice. Is anybody else headed toward the bar proper? Or improper? Carrion, what are you doing? Are you taking Havoc to like the
Gotta
one
make
end?
sure he knows how to swim. Time to have some swimming lessons with the baby.
The baby is going to dive underwater and begin going.
Admittedly, I'm not sure I know what I thought would happen.
Doesn't he have gills?
He has gills. And then he is going
They seem to be functional.
He's going to pop up and splash you with a water jet attack. Make me, what's your AC?
That's retribution. It doesn't matter if it's my child. I am splashing it right back.
is going to get into a splash war with you. What I would love is if you could give me 2 attack rolls to see who gets the most splashed. Ooh, that is going to be... What's your proficiency bonus in there right now? +3?
Yes.
That's going to be a 24 for Havoc on the first roll.
Oh no.
And a nat 20 on the second roll.
The baby is very proficient in water.
Considering my 2 rolls before adding anything or doing anything at all are a 3 and a 12, I think he gets the better of me.
So he is going to just like swim around you, shoot you in the back of the head, and as you turn around to splash him, is going to leap over the splash, do a flip above you like a dolphin, and shoot you in the back of the head as he crashes down into the water going...
That's not even fair.
And is going to come up and just wrap himself around your neck like a stole.
Too tight. Too tight.
We'll relax a little bit.
Yeah, she's just gonna hang out and play then.
All right. Tally, you can make your way over to the bar as well. But Belle, what are you doing? Like, everybody else is in the water.
Belle is going to probably, I think, just kind of be nearby, but I don't think she wants to go in the water.
That's fair. Can I get you to do me a favor? I need you to make me a wisdom save. For no reason at all.
21.
You're looking at the children playing. And as you do, there's a moment of introspection. For a moment, the dwarven children that are splashing and wading in the water look very much like your chubby-faced little sisters and brothers. Chaussette and Axel, the way they used to play in the field outside, having fights with globs of mud or in the river, how they'd come home scraped up, and how your parents would make you go and clean them up before dinner. How it always was your responsibility. And how you didn't really mind that much. Not really. You gave your protests, of course. You were a teenager. You remember when there was a particularly rough wrestling match, and Chaussette knocked out one of Axel's baby teeth, and how much he cried. So much so that the canine that lived across the way from you had to check in to make sure that something wasn't wrong. Their perked ears giving away the sound of the screaming child far more than a human's would. And then the memory fades. And you're watching your friends wade up toward the bar. Now, the bar is in the water, but there also is a way to reach it around the side if you want. Like a little, you can kind of walk along the edge of the pool and down some steps to the back counter. It's a circular bar with the bartenders able to basically serve around the clock and around the side. The bartender there, however, is not normal. I want to say that it's a woman, but at this distance, it's a little hard to tell, and hell, up close, it's a little hard to tell, because you are looking at a Sprigant at this point. A plant person. Now, while the form is very androgynous, very svelte and thin, with a slight curvature around the hip and what would be the breast, the face is pretty, androgynous, with beautiful green fronds that are hanging like huge locks of hair. The lips are full and pouty, full of sap, Whatever it is, it keeps them dewy and moist. And as you approach, they will turn, give you a broad smile. Hello. Welcome to the lily pad. What can I get for you?
Do you have tea?
Would you like something stronger than tea or just tea?
Just tea for now.
I have black and herbal, and of black I have an oolong straight out of Wusha, and I also have a chai out of Malabar.
Chai, please.
Not a problem at all. It'll just take a moment to brew that. They turn and begin. They turn on basically what equates to like a Bunsen burner and is going to start boiling water almost immediately. They apply a number of different tinctures into various vials and contraptions that are going to compress some of the natural oils of the tea for you. Do you take anything with it? Any cream or sugar?
Just a little.
We have just a little. All right. And for you two, they turn and look at Trixxi and Tally as they swim up.
Just wine, I think.
I would say, either very like a light alcohol wine or the ale.
In a pool, I wouldn't suggest ale. It'd be way too heavy. The wine
Like
is
a
definitely...
nice like pilsner or something, lager. Those are very light, but
Trust me, if you're here for the festival, you're going to want... You said something light?
yeah, like not too alcoholic. I don't want to get like super buzzed.
You want the Bruzel, then. The Bruzel. It's very light. It's a very sweet white. You'll enjoy it. And it's not too heady.
Is that what you were drinking earlier, Tally? That you got the bottle of?
Yeah, that's actually exactly what I was just gonna be asking for.
No.
I see. We absolutely can do that. Let me get that for you right now. She pulls out a small bottle of this very, very ridiculously sweet and smooth wine. Pours you about a 2-ounce pour. Like, it's a very small pour. I'm guessing you don't have any cash hidden on you. What room?
Gives room number.
She
Okay.
will give a room number, yeah.
Please, just do me a favor. Place your thumb here. She gestures toward a little sphere that's embedded in the side of the bar. It glows momentarily. Perfect. A little screen will pop up that says, "How much did you enjoy your experience?"
Wait, you didn't do it for the tea drinker? Are like non-alcoholic drinks free?
Oh, I absolutely charged your friend. It's just you couldn't see. It was on the other side of the bar.
Ah. I just wanted to make sure, like, if there was free drinking, I would have free drinks. I would have non-alcoholic.
We have all the free water that you can drink. There is a 2 copper piece bottling charge, though, if you want something out of a glass. Or want something besides a glass.
I'll keep the glass, thank you.
Of course. And she'll turn with her, with the milk and, well, I guess with the cream and sugar, and pass it over along with the tea to Belle, and will give you a slow wink out of the eye that they can't see, and slide it across the bar to you, whispering, or mouthing at least, "No charge." But I don't think Belle even notices. What is Belle doing at this point, then?
I think just kind of looking around and, like, getting a sense for the place, and just kind of getting a sense for what this place is like and what's kind of going on, and just kind of, I think, relaxing a little, because lots of memories, and also, like, having to basically tell a dude that his family's dead right beforehand is... Her mood is down, I think.
Fair. Fair. Nearby, can I get a what's everybody's passive perception, actually? Can I get, does anybody have a passive perception above 15? Or 15 or above?
No.
Okay.
Yes, 16 for Carrion if she's close enough.
Sounds good. So, over by the edge of the water, you are going to see that there are a couple of people that have just come in. A dwarf and a pair of humans. And they're dressed in a different... Well, the human is dressed in a Speedo, and so is the dwarf, and the other human is dressed in a full set of board shorts. And they head over to the edge of the pool, drinking out of big boot-shaped beer steins, and are going to dangle their feet into the water, leaving a little plume of dust behind. It's obvious they didn't shower before they entered. And they clank their glasses together, and then you're going to hear them complaining. One of them says, "Well, really lucky that we managed to make it in time. I can't believe we were on last check duty. Seems like that we get that every year, eh?" "Ah, you're right. You know, it's because Clausen hates us, all right? It's because you dated his daughter for a bit, and that's why we're always on last check duty. Nobody up top except for the Earth Genasi that we hire." Can you blame him? It's dusty as fuck up there. Why do you have to have tunnel fever anyway? Whoa, that's one way to put it, buddy. Look, I just like dwarves is all, says the human. So you're going to overhear them talking about how dusty and horrible it is topside. And what's everybody doing besides just hanging out? You can hear the sound of the local...
I mean, Trixie's waiting for the secret meeting to start, so she's kind of just going to hang around the thing until she sees people kind of either congregate or something.
Mm-hmm.
Tally's gonna go find pretty people to flirt with.
Sounds good. Why don't you go ahead? I want you to make me an investigation check to hunt down pretty people.
Yes. All right, that rolled a 19. Investigation. 19. What's 2 plus 9? 21! Holy crap, Katrina. Oh my god.
Are you okay?
I just mental math blanked on 19 plus 2.
Wow. I'm very sad for you today, but I'm very happy that you got a 21, which means that you are going to get some absolute hotties. One sec. We have Caitlan about to enter. All right. Caitlan, I summon you. X-Men. I don't know why I'm doing the X-Men theme. I've got Gambit on the brain.
I'll say you're probably thinking to me, my X-Men from Caitlan.
Oh, that's right. To me, my Caitlan. So, welcome, Caitlan. Caitlan has joined the game. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, so Caitlan, what you've missed is that you guys have gone to the pool and you got splashed by a cacophonous tidal wave that was shot out by the one and only Trixxi.
Incredible.
Yeah, so you're a wet robot now. So,
Are we figuring out what kind of robot, or what kind of robots? Oh my god. What kind of bathing suits were forged?
that's up to you. Everybody else just went in their underwear.
Oh, fair enough.
Except for Belle,
You know
who's
what?
just kind of hanging out. So, it's up to you. All right. So you're going to get splashed with some water as Tally goes around and looks for some hotties. Tally, can you do me a favor and roll me 2d8?
2d8. All right, probably not the d20 that I had in my hand.
Aha, no. Fair.
I got a 5 and a 7.
That is 12. So,
That
with a
is.
12, you are going to have the... Now, I have to say, for hot people, does Tally have a preference of hot people?
I think she probably prefer. I think she'll probably more go after women than men because she trusts women more than men.
I mean, that's fair. Women are more trustworthy than men in your line of work, usually. I say that, but then I remember some horror stories of middle-aged women at Thunder Down Under. Pretty nightmarish. Over the sound of the music that's echoing through the natural chambers here, you are going to see that there is a very tall human. She stands just under 6 feet, maybe a little bit over. It's hard to tell as she floats in the water. She is pale, so pale that she looks as if she was made of moonlight. Her skin is very smooth and lightly freckled around her tiny upturned nose and her shoulders. She's wearing a dark blue swimsuit that wraps around the back of her throat. Her hair is white as snow and pulled up into a bit of a dragon tail at the back, a massive braid that dangles from the top of her scalp. And she floats in the water with an ethereal ease. That is one option you could approach. There is another that is going to catch your eye as well, because you can't help but look at him. Laying over on the side of the pool, nearby Belle, is another tall figure. This one is half-elven. His ears pierced in many, many locations along the outside rim. The ears are a bit longer than a normal half-elf, but you can tell based on the rest of the body and the little tuft of hair at the top of his chest that there's definitely some human or something else in there. He is suntanned to like a golden coppery sheen and is dressed in a swimmer's leotard. Which is basically a slightly masculine version of a woman's one piece, but with like a thong bit at the bottom. And he is laying on a beach towel, a little bit of water around his toes and calves. And when I say that this man is toned, he is toned as a sculpture. He is as toned as a wild animal is toned, like a horse running across the field is toned. And as you see him, he rolls onto one of his hips, one of his knees bent at an angle so that the kneecap touches the side of the pool's edge, and slowly raises his opposite leg up to 9 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock, and puts it behind his head as he stretches into it. His hair is curly, long, and a midnight blue that is obviously dyed. And he has a little goatee and well, not goatee, but a little mustache and soul patch, like a Van Dyke pair, to match in that shade of brilliant midnight blue. Belle, looking over, you are going to see this man stretching like that, and are going to say, probably in your head, me, I can do that too. That's how I clean behind my leg.
Basically.
So, those were your first two options.
She's gonna go up to the girl.
Oh, he was really fun. But, okay, so...
You had me until the swimmer's leotard.
But not the fact that he could probably lick the back of his own knee? Okay. All right, so heading over to the girl who is swimming through the water, doing wide backstrokes. You go and flirt with her for a bit?
Yep.
Okay, why don't you go ahead and give me a persuasion roll? I want to see how well you do on this.
Persuasion. That's gonna be +7. Is it 24?
24? You make some pretty good conversation with her. She might not be to your interest. She is very, very vapid. She talks a lot about skincare products and a lot about her obsession with sweets, but that's about all there. Her name is Tessa Moonmilk, or at least that's her modeling name that she goes by, and she is. As you're talking with her, I don't know. There's nothing there. Maybe she would have been interesting a month ago, but right now, I don't know.
Fair enough.
As you're doing that, I'd like to know, what is Zoe doing?
Okay, sorry, we're at the pool.
You're at the pool.
I'm lifeguarding.
Okay. That sounds good. Can you go ahead and make me... What's your passive perception?
11, I think. It's not great.
11?
To be honest. Yep, it's 11.
Okay, so you're just keeping an eye on things. People are playing pretty well. And,
I want a Baywatch swimsuit, by the way.
Zoe will actually have a Baywatch. You're talking about, like, basically, like, the
red one.
The red one? Oh
the
my
one
god.
piece. But that's like up the thighs, you know? And like...
Yeah.
Yeah, like cut low, you know? Yeah. You know what is.
Trust me, that's a hot look on a robot.
Perfect. Thanks.
And I have your joke for next episode already. Perfect.
Amazing.
All right. So posing there.
It's been 2 minutes.
It's been 2 minutes. Good job. You are going to be keeping an eye out on all of these people. You're going to be seeing your friends, grabbing drinks, and you are going to hear a little splash next to you as a man with blue, slightly shifting skin is going to swim up to you. It is going to raise a silky green eyebrow at you and say, "Hey, are you, water safe?"
Of course, I am safe in all sorts of instances.
I'm Velen
I always
Riverborn.
keep safe.
Oh. So you're rust-proofed.
Correct.
Enchanté. And he's going to reach a hand out to you and try to flirt with you.
Oh, she's gonna be pretty stonewally, but...
Okay. I got a 5 on my persuasion check.
Perfect.
Okay, so unless there's anything that you're doing specifically at the pool, aside from just socializing, splashing around, regenerating a little bit of sanity into your day, time is going to pass. And as the night progresses on toward midnight, you are going to see that people are going to be beginning to kind of head out. Adult hours are going to start to be enforced, and this is about an hour and a half after you show up. Any of you who are drinking a lot, I would love it if you could make me if you are drinking drinks in excess of your con mod. Anybody doing that? Okay. So, you're going to see that a couple of people will arrive. One of which is, strangely, another goblin. You don't see terribly many of them, and you definitely don't see terribly many of them in social situations like this. It is at that point that this goblin, dressed in a small frilled bikini, that is going to show off a number of old gray scars along her mottled green and brown stomach, is going to lower herself into the water and swim back toward the back area where there is kind of a private area around the back. You can see that inside of these caverns there are a number of pools, and you can see that at the back cavern there is one that you have not had access to. A tethered rope drawn across the waterway that says reserved for private function. As she swims by, she makes eye contact with Trixxi. And Trixxi, this is the one that you remember before. This is Enya. The goblin that you met before.
Oh, I didn't write her name down. I don't think she gave me her name.
Oh, okay. Then this is the goblin you met before. Okay, so Christine, welcome back. Thank you for running him out. Basically what you've missed is that we fast forwarded time a bit, and that most of the younger people have left. And at the pool now, we are having a lot of people coming in to have drinks, a lot of older people. And a few people have arrived and started swimming back into, now there are a number of chambers that these pools are in because it's underground. A goblin has arrived and swam back into a back pool area that has a reserved tether across it, and she swam under it after making a little bit of eyes at Trixxi. So this is something you just have seen if you are here. Okay.
Trixxi is going to look at because I know Belle said that she probably was gonna like stay behind to keep an eye just in case, but Trixie's gonna be like, I think this is it. If anyone wants to go to this rebellion meeting, follow me.
Is there any, like, is it like a bit of a cavern opening as well as like?
Yes, basically it's absolutely. It's like so like it's all above water, but it basically is a narrow tunnel that you'll have to swim through. The water has probably about 2 or 3 feet of clearance above it, but it's enough that it obscures your sight of what's in the next chamber. Definitely this was designed so that you could have some private meetings and do like maybe some skinny dipping or some more adult activities in these side pools.
So my intent with Belle is to use stealth to hide enough and like be not seen enough to cast invisibility. And follow along to like give Trixxi backup.
That sounds great. Make me a stealth roll just to see if you can find a good place to cast that.
That will be 24.
Oh yeah, no problem at all. A moment passes and you basically walk behind a pillar and then nobody walks out the other side. And you can easily lower yourself into the water and follow if you'd like.
I will.
Okay. Is anybody else following Trixxi?
I think Carrion will. It seems interesting.
Tally will probably say to Trixxi before they go, I think I'm probably going to stand out a little bit too much in there. So I probably shouldn't.
Sure, yeah. If that's what you sounds good. Yeah, I don't know what this is gonna be about, but honestly, the less faces that go might be good too, just in case, like, you know, conflict or something. You know, just making sure less people associate us too would be potentially a good idea.
I have a self-appointed job to do, so I will continue to stand guard. But I am here if you require assistance.
If you hear me go help, 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 that's the secret password for just
That's
come
the
find
signal.
me.
I will
Yeah.
be there.
All right. Swimming underneath and going down into that other chamber, it's going to expand, and once more you're going to see the dark purples clinging to the walls of the interior lighting. The ground raises enough that even someone like a halfling, a dwarf, or a goblin can stand up a bit. And as you swim underneath, around the corner, the goblin will take a look at you as you come underneath and is going to smile. "Oh, it's you! I was wondering if you were going to make it over here." Well, as promised. And she's going to reach underneath and pull off her swimsuit. One piece at a time.
Yeah, it's a skinny dip. She'll say this, Carrion.
All right.
Come on, show off your green, girl.
You didn't mention that part.
I forgot to mention that part.
Yeah, all right. And Karen will just, yeah, she's gonna strip because you know what? Might as well go all in.
The goblin girl is going to grin kind of, it seems lasciviously, and is going to dive under the water, swimming around you both in a little bit of a figure eight. Belle, she nearly bumps into you, but you're able to just back away in time. And then is going to loop back around, pop out of the water, and grin. "Don't worry, I'll make sure you get all this back." And then is going to put her fingers in the side of her mouth and let out a little... At which point, you're going to see that up at the top where you would normally lounge, there's kind of like... This room is very light bulb shaped, with you coming in at the base of it. And around the edge, you're going to see a figure suddenly appear as invisibility vanishes. It's a woman of dwarven heritage, a Duergar, who looks down at you. Her skin is the color of like blue and gray dust. Her eyes are little pebbles of granite. She is fully clothed. She looks down and says, "All right, come with us." "You're good." And you can see that she reaches over at a table that's covered in towels and other accoutrements and pulls up a pair of robes sized for humanoids.
Well,
One
I'm
sized
gonna
for
swim in
goblins.
this. Oh, okay.
Tie yourselves
Thank you.
off. Come, we will go to meeting. There are slippers here. And Crocs. Should be good for you either way.
Okay, Carrion will put the robe on.
Yep. Trixxi's gonna put on Crocs, go put them in a sport mode.
Yeah, you gotta put them into sport mode. That's the only way this really works.
Mm-hmm.
And taking a look around, she nods to any of the goblin. And the goblin will take a peek behind to make sure that no one else is following down the corridor. Will turn, give a nod, and will say, I'll catch up with you in a bit. Someone else is coming. The Duergar reaches behind, touches a stone on the wall that you can't identify. And the wall gives way, revealing an old corridor. You come with me. We don't want to be late for meeting.
Yes, ma'am.
And with that, you make your way into the darkness of the old tunnel system. Now, I know you both have dark vision.
Yeah. Can I try and subtly, like, wedge something in the door so that, like, just leave, like, a pebble, like, in the middle of where the rocks would, like,
Make me a sleight
back
of
in?
hand roll.
Okay. Okay, 19 plus 7 is 26.
Okay. You are going to be able to drop a small pebble in the door that is going to be able to prop the door slightly open.
Yeah, just in case. Just in case, Belle is, behind, but not, like, able to get this fast enough. So she's, yeah, gonna just...
Since Belle was still wearing clothing when she had to swim, she's going to do her best to, like, step in the wet footsteps of, like, Carrion and Trixxi and stay as close as possible so she doesn't get heard.
Fair.
Or seeing additional, like, wet prints. She's gonna try and gently, quietly wring out her clothes while invisible and whatnot to start drying off.
Fair enough. You'll be able to start making your way behind them. And as you are heading down... now, are you going to try to duck into the hallway immediately?
I think she's gonna try and be as on their heels as she can to not, like, be seen separate, like, not see wet spots separately or anything like that.
Sounds
Take
good.
advantage of them having, like, dripped already.
Fair. Okay. Make me another stealth roll to see if you can follow behind well.
25.
Oh, god damn. Okay.
I
you
rolled
are
a
able-
17 last time and an 18 this time.
You are able to do that, and let's cut back to the edge of the pool. You can hear a bit of cheering and chanting as Tally, you and Zoe float around. A pair of dwarves, the ones that were, well, at least one dwarf that was bathing his feet in the pool, is going to call out to you, "Oi, lassie! And you, in the very fetching one piece. Join us for an ale. Come."
Oh, all right. I'm sure one will be fine.
Tally will look up and what do they, how do they seem? Do they
So
seem like
it's-
they're already hammered?
Well, no, the dwarves aren't. The humans are a little inebriated.
Fair.
You're seeing that there's a group of about 8 humans of various dwarves and humans, various genders and heights, ages, all gathered around, splitting some beers. It seems like it's a very festival type of atmosphere at the edge of the pool, all dressed in their swimwear, some of them still streaked with a little bit of dirt from having been topside.
Yeah, Tally will look over at Zoe, and then if Zoe is also heading up, she'll head up.
Nice to see you there. My name's Brunel. What's yours? One of the dwarves
Tally.
says. Oh, Tally. I had an ex-wife named Tally once.
Oh.
Not you, I don't think. Were we married? He says,
No.
obviously about 300, 400 years old.
I don't think so. I think I'm just a little bit on the younger side for you.
Ah, that's fair. So, here's the deal. And the dwarf is going to reach over and is going to pass you a pair of giant pints that are the size and shape of a dwarven's boot. Of a dwarven boot, not a dwarven's boot, but a dwarven boot.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to drink with us. And I want you to sing with us, because today we need to celebrate. It's the Hillfire Festival, you know. And
Festival.
it's the Festival of Hillfire. Aye, it is. And this is not just a day of celebration. It is a day of remembrance. It is a day where we remember all that came before us. The flooding of the mines, the loss of our fellows, and, of course, we remember the best story that's come from Krenhold. We don't call it Little Top down here. All right? So,
Krenhold.
Krenhold.
Oh, I'm Zoe, by the way. Krenhold.
It's nice to meet you.
Well, thank
You know, there aren't very many Warforged down here. A lot of you don't like the mines because you're a bit too tall, but I know one. One named, what was his name? Ratchet. Do you know him?
Asking a Warforged, do they know another Warforged?
Well, there's only so many of you. I don't know, make me a history
Sorry,
roll to see if you know Ratchet.
Oh God. History.
When you accidentally live up the stereotype that all Warforged know each
Yeah,
other.
right. Well, I rolled a 5, and I'm pretty sure history is -2.
So no, you
So-
don't.
No. Oh, my history is actually 1. Oh, because I'm proficient in it.
Oh,
So I get a +3 to my -2. So that's
okay.
6. Yep.
You do not.
No.
All right, it was worth a try.
No.
No?
Yes. Well, I mean, it's always worth a try, right?
Aye, it is. It always
You never know
is.
until you know.
So, then never mind. Sorry, I brought up Ratchet. Good fella, good fella. Took a promotion from me. Actually, never mind. He's not a good fella. He's kind of a dick.
Oh, yeah.
I'm glad you don't know him. All right. He was so Ratchet. So, you're new to Krenhold, are you? Both of you? I ain't seen you around here
Yeah.
before.
We actually just came in today.
Oh,
today, wasn't it?
where are you from?
Well, I'm from Prospect, actually.
Oh,
Born and raised.
couple of the dwarves spit when you say that.
Well, I'm from the mainland.
Another one of them spits.
I don't care.
Don't mind them. They're just mad because they're stuck here. We're not stuck. We like living here. This is a good place. I've got my home here. I've got my kids. I've met your kids. I'd spit if I had to have them too.
I mean,
He's not wrong.
to be fair, a lot of the places that we've seen since leaving Prospect are nicer than Prospect.
Hey, Prospect, it used to be good before the humans showed up.
I mean, to be fair, I haven't been there very long. But I mean, some of the humans did suck a lot.
Aye, that's the only use for... Ow, ow, my ribs! You shouldn't talk like that in front of a lady, eh? Says a woman, a female dwarf that's standing there. I was just talking about it in front of you. You don't count. I never should have married you. Anyway, we're here today, she continues for her husband, having a drink and a memory of the greatest hero of Krenhold. And I was hoping you could drink with us.
Mm.
And
I
you could
would
sing
love
with
to.
us.
Oh, I'd be honored to.
Yeah,
I don't know
a
the
drink would be
words or
nice.
the music, but please teach
Come
me.
on, you've got to have a good voice. Plus, we need some high pitches here. There's only 2 of us ladies here. Me and Greta. Points at a human who goes, hi. When she's got kind of more of a baritone than anything. Anyway.
You got a soprano here.
Ah, good, good. And, is your voice modular? She looks over at Zoe. Do you've got some of that auto-tune?
Oh, let me just, I think so. And yeah, probably. She can probably sing an auto-tune.
Oh,
I
that'd be
can't do
great.
auto-tune.
Yes, you can.
But-
Just go to, this is crazy. All right. And from there, they begin to tell you the story of Deadeye Sigrun Oakspur. Sigrun Oakspur was a traveling sheriff of a type, and this immediately draws your attention. A dwarven lawgiver, lawmaker, lawkeeper, peacekeeper, who traveled the wasteland in the immediate aftermath of the war, bringing law and justice to communities all around the cauldron. Unfortunately, in doing so, well, Sigrun made a lot of enemies. And when they came calling, they did so at Littletop. And this is where she tells you of the ballad of Sigrun Oakspur and the shootout at Littletop. And the story goes that it was Sigrun against an army that had risen up, the chaotic ranks, a sinister 16 against one. One dwarf, armed with a repeater, making a battle in the center square as the dust storm raged on around them. And the story is full of valor. It's full of excitement. And it's full of tragedy. Because Sigrun was able to take on all 16. But each one took a piece of them. One by one, the 16 parts of Sigrun fell. And in the ballad that is told, these parts are metaphorical. They took their past, they took their future, they took their heart, they took their soul, they took their footsteps, they took their voice, they took their sight, they took their love, they took their hate, and so on, until the hero of the waste was diminished, until they were just a finger on a trigger. And with one final shot, Sigrun Oakspur made one last stand. In typical dwarven ballad fashion, there is no winner to this story. It is a story about determination, about digging in their feet. Because at the end of the day, the only thing that was left behind when Sigrun passed was justice and peace, as the lawkeeper lay dead around the criminals that tried to bring them down. The ultimate payment for a life serving the law. And as you're hearing this, the humans are kind of into it because it's kind of cool. It's a little action story. But some of the dwarves, like the dwarven men in particular, are just weeping like anime characters, like just huge, like and so on, letting out these huge welling tears. And then there is a drum, as one of them is sitting nearby, pulling out a small hand drum, and begins low. When justice falls in the dusty street, when the sinister rise and the sinister meet, who is the one Who stands in the dark, lantern in hand, and a bullet's bark? And I'd love it if each of you, going through there, it's the type of song that's very easy to predict. It is very easy because it repeats itself a ton. Both of you make me a performance roll.
Oh my gosh. Okay, well actually, performance is charisma.
Yeah. My performance
Yeah,
is very
buddy.
good. We got a 27.
Holy crap.
Oh my lord.
Yeah, I
Well,
I mean, I
got
had 8 and
14.
I rolled 19. Yeah.
19?
Nice.
Perfect. And what did you get, Zoe?
Oh, 14.
14. That is a pair of really great rolls. Fantastic. Together, that is going to be absolutely wonderful. The drums are deep, and they carry your voices around the chamber. You feel this tale resonate inside of you as you join into this, feeling for the first time like you are part of this community, like it draws upon something inside of you. For the next 24 hours, both of you are going to have a D10 that you can call upon at any time to add to a roll.
Nice. We're inspired.
You are
Here,
inspired.
here.
And
Oh, sorry, that was pretty loud.
that was great. I liked it. And
Damage.
As you were-
Damage roll? Eddie roll?
yes,
Damn. So we got
Oh,
one
wow.
D10 to add to any?
any roll. Yeah,
We
and
got
that'll-
Sigrid Spirit.
You got Sigrun's Spirit. Yeah,
Sigrun
Mhm.
Spirit. Oh yeah.
the non-binary gunslinger. Hell yeah.
Hell
right.
yeah.
And as you're making your way through the halls, the darkened halls, Carrion, Trixxi, and Belle, we're going to crossfade with you all singing and going through these tunnels. As the story of this dwarven gunslinger and the fight for justice follows you as you make your way through the winding tunnels to a space where an old dwarven defender guard stands in front of what appears to be an old mining union office. He looks you over in your robes, nods, and steps aside. As you make your way into this strange, almost circular building with a space in the center for you to walk through. I guess kind of like an upside down U with a little bit of seraphing. You can smell the scent of old mechanical workings, It's a workshop of some kind now. You can smell glazes, and you can smell the fires and the heat of a kiln. And as you push through the front door, you realize that you might be going into something a bit larger than you had expected. But I think that's where we're going to take a quick break. So don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be right back as we find out what's behind door number 1. See you in a minute. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. This is the part of the program where I'm going to talk at the chat for just a minute and let you know about a couple cool things that are happening. So, first of all, I just wanted to let you all know that we have some awesome stuff happening in the next couple of weeks. We just completed Extra Life, first of all, which is our charity fundraiser to raise money for the Children's Miracle Network, which we raised over $5,000 for. So, boom, congrats us. That is pretty phenomenal. We also have the year anniversary of ColdIron coming up, as well as the year anniversary of the Mud on the Couch, Teddy. Yeah, our anniversary of adopting him is on the 23rd. And oh boy, that has been a time. It's funny going back to old ColdIron episodes where the number of times we've had to add dogs because as a puppy, he was very loud. But some fantastic things happening this year. I can't spoil too much of it, but what I will say is that we have a bunch of projects that are wrapping. We have a bunch of projects that are coming soon. So here is a hit list of some really cool stuff that is coming very soon. We've just wrapped up Scarred Lands, a little short run that my buddy Travis Legg ran for us during the day to promote his Kickstarter. So if you still are looking for some Scarred Lands stuff, definitely check out Scarred Lands Player's Guide on Kickstarter. Not sponsored. It's just that Travis is a good dude and he really cares about the project. And if you like Scarred Lands or Savage Worlds, it is where you should probably throw some coin. Go check it out. It's really easy to find on Google. So, besides that, we also are in the works of talking about maybe doing something else during the day once a week, once like every couple weeks, something like that, which will be really cool. But most of the really cool stuff that we have coming is that next Friday, if you're on our Patreon, Storm King's Panic is finally coming back. We are finally outside of Robin's harvest season, which means that she has enough brain meat to run some games without exploding, which is going to be fantastic. Well, I mean, sort of. But at the very least, you'll be somewhat more rested. So Panic will be back, which means bisexual Panic will return. And it is going to be a hell of a lot of fun. The other things that we have coming up is sometime in December, January, somewhere in there, we have another brand new game that is coming over to our Patreon, which is a modern day Vampire the Masquerade game that is going to star some amazing people. I'll start announcing that in the next couple of weeks as we move toward our session 0 for you. Other things, we will eventually do our How to Run Vecna Eve of Ruin now that that campaign is over, but we busy. So we're going to have to see when we want to spend one more night talking about Vecna. But it is coming. It's on my to-do list to schedule that. And the last things that I wanted to let you know about are that we are coming back to Shards of Nirn will be back in not this Tuesday, but the next Tuesday. We'll finally be back. We also are going to be on our way to wrapping up season 5, which is going to be absolutely wild. And what is the last thing? Oh, Christine is going to be running a game in May. Her game is finally slated. There's going to be a break in ColdIron. So basically what's happening is in the next like 2 to 3 episodes, we are going to be done with ColdIron season 1. Or at least the next arc as we move into the whole Stark Springs thing, which is kind of like the end of the season. I'm going to basically think about it like that because 22 episodes is a good break point. We are going to be taking ColdIron off for all of December. Because basically it doesn't work with our schedule. I have family visiting and then it's the holidays and just like, you know how it is. So we are going to be taking ColdIron off for December and we'll be coming back in January with a lot of rootin' tootin' shootin' fun. And then we're going to be going into the last half of it, which I think we're probably going to be hitting around 50 episodes for it. I think I can wrap us up in that amount of time as we get into the deep lore. And then yeah, it's just, there's so much cool stuff. After ColdIron, we're going to take a couple months off while I develop the other settings that we're going to start, and then we'll talk about when those games are going to start. I have a couple of adventures that I want to run, as well as I want to take ColdIron, and I want to actually like write it out into a module. But that is something for the future. Does anybody have anything else they want to talk about before we hop back in? Anything cool happening in your worlds? Ice cream? Anything like that? Ice cream's pretty cool.
The ice cream is pretty cool. It's shortbread flavored.
Oh, nice. I guess the final thing that I wanted to say is just thank you so much. Hey, if you like what we do here, please support us on Patreon, because YouTube and Twitch are not particularly lucrative ways to make a living, but Patreon is a great way to support creators. So if you like what we do here, join the Patreon. For the price of a cup of like Starbucks coffee, you can get access to an additional 1, 2, 3, like I think at this point it's like 5 episodes a month. Technocracy Dominion, Panic, Bedlam,
Avernus.
Avernus. That's 6. How many fingers do I have? And then occasionally you get like stuff I record just for the Patreon, like season 2 of Old Gods of Appalachia. Says what? That's coming out soon.
Hunter eventually is going to finish recording at some point.
Oh God, yeah, because we have a recording day this month, theoretically. Yeah. And then besides that, I just want to say I love you. Thank you very much for helping us keep this nerdy ass show on the air. And yeah, with that, I think it's time for us to hop back in. Oh yeah, so the chat is, yes, that's right, Keywork Savior. Old Gods Season 2, which is it's a different story, but it's a good one. And I'm very excited. We have an entirely new cast for that one, and Old Gods is going to be there. I've really been very pleased with what we've done for Old Gods, and I know that it's not the same as the Old Gods podcast, but I like to think that we do a pretty good job of keeping the home fires burning, family. But speaking of keeping the home fires burning in Southern accents, I think it's time for us to head back into ColdIron here on Dork Tales. Y'all ready for this?
Yeehaw!
Yeehaw. Yeeclaw.
I need to figure out a Warforged one for that.
You just need the claw. You need the clamps.
The claw. Give me the clamps, Tally.
Tally, give her the clamps. The clamps. All right.
The clamps.
Do you want the nipple clamps?
Yes.
Do you want
I think
nipples?
Trixxi would be the better one for nipple clamps.
Nipples.
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah, Trixxi does have.
You could just get them installed.
I could actually.
I mean, Tally would do like mental nipple clamps. She could
But
make
she
you
doesn't
think you have
really-
nipple clamps.
Oh.
Oh, what if you already think you have?
That would be useful. Well, because she doesn't actually really wear a shirt. She just has her chest plate. She just has her chassis. I love the word chassis.
Chassis is such a great word.
Caitlin.
Chassis is a great
uses
word.
The word
Also,
chassis as much as
I noticed something today before we hop back in on your art. I'm going to show this. Hold on. So there's Zoe's art.
I don't see it, but I don't see what Kelly
So
is.
the battle damage that she has, enhance.
Yeah.
Whoop. You
Enhance.
basically have like a bra pad.
Oh yeah, no, I noticed that.
So if we rub it off a little more, then we're set.
No, yeah, I noticed that she's got like cups ish, looks like.
She does.
Yeah, but no nipples. That would be
I mean, nobody's perfect.
I mean, all somebody would really need to do is weld a couple quick beads.
That's
This
true.
is true. Just like so he gets drunk, blackout drunk one day, wakes up with nipples.
Well, if you're gonna do that, what would be the point of having nipples if you weren't gonna put rings in them?
I was just gonna say,
Oh,
actually.
yeah, fair.
It's
Like
like-
obviously they or because Warforged, it wouldn't be rings or something, but you'd have like little diamonds inset or something. That's your version of a nipple ring.
Oh, I love
Getting
it.
a nipple with a diamond.
Just like industrial Zoe.
Bedazzle.
Oh my
Industrial.
Okay, but then you
God.
could break into so many stores too, just like.
Amy just set me onto the perfect prank to do on Zoe. We all get a bedazzler.
I'm so
We're gonna
good at
She could
that.
never
Zoe.
stealth again.
No.
Oh my God.
She can't stealth to begin with. What are you talking
yeah,
about?
she can't stealth
That's
to
true.
begin with.
This would make
I
it even
have
worse though. Like this would be like
So we
critical
can
fail all the time.
bedazzle her. We can vajazzle her. It's just.
Whoa! Oh man, it's been a while
All
since I
right.
heard about
On that
vajazzling.
note, I think it's time for us to head back in on the vajazzle. Vajazzle. I'm sending this to Charlie to turn into a TikTok now. There you go,
Oh
Charlie.
my God. I love it.
All right, so let's go ahead and head back into Cold Iron. Let's go ahead and head back into Cold Iron here on Dork Tales. Howdy, y'all. Welcome back. This is Cold Iron here on Dork Tales. One by one, you are led into a large shop that was likely some type of union office. Now has been turned into a bit of a potter's studio. But that is not what is going to jump out at you the most. The first thing that is going to jump out at you is the number of people inside of this building. As Carrion and Trixxi step inside first, you are going to get the immediate sense that this is a bigger situation than you had expected. Around you, you are going to see in this darkened room that there are no fewer than 1, 2, 3, about a dozen people all milling around here. Not everybody is dressed in the same type of clothing that you are, given that you're basically just walking in robes. You are some of the only ones that are doing that, actually.
Yeah, Trixxi's gonna ask why.
So the Duragar is going to turn and look at you and say, "How do we know we trust you at this point? You're a recruit. They are vetted. If you need better clothing, we can provide. But once
I'm just in a robe, I'm feeling very exposed at this point. And usually I'm okay with being exposed, but not right now.
Yeah, perhaps we can fix it later." And as she says that, she's going to gesture into the room. "Go, in." You're either in or you're out.
Nope. We're in.
Then go inside of the fucking room. Go.
Carrion's gonna go.
With Havoc on one arm or something. Perfect.
Wait, where's
So-
Wixie at? I think I kept Wixie in the room.
Wixie's in the room. Wixie is not the type who should probably go out in public. Not with how many eggs there probably are in this area.
Fair.
Meanwhile, behind you, Belle, your invisibility spell will have failed when you went into the main corridor, but there are people here milling around for parties. Hell, there are a lot of people walking around in robes, having a relaxing time. It's a party. There are even some streakers running around that are drawing attention, so you're going to be able to mill your way through the crowd without much problem. However, as you make your way around the side of this building, you are going to find that there is a large dwarven man sitting on a stool. Now, the building in question basically is shaped like an overturned C, where you enter between the 2 points into a small courtyard with the center, with the entrance in the center, like the back of the C. And it's between those 2 points that this dwarf has perched himself. He is wide, so wide at the elbows and shoulders that it would be damn near impossible to sneak past him. What do you do?
All right. I think she will kind of like look, but not push anything. She's still trying to kind of like blend in.
Sounds good.
Did you say the thing failed?
I'm
For
sorry?
invisibility? Did you say...
No, I said it ended. I might have
We've
said
been
failed.
going for an hour.
Yeah, it's an hour long.
Oh, is it an hour long? I thought it
Yeah,
was
invisibility's an hour. No, invisibility's
then
an
let's
hour.
walk
Thinking
that back.
Baldur's Gate, which is 10
Yeah, you're
10
thinking...
turns.
Yeah, and greater invisibility is a minute, but that's because it's for combat.
Yeah, that's what I mixed up greater invisibility and lesser invisibility. You're right. So in that case, your invisibility is going to be intact. And I would
Okay,
like you to
here
make
I was
me...
thinking that they had some sort of anti-magic field up.
Yeah, that's what I
somewhere
was
that I'd
wondering. I was
walk
just like,
through.
I just want to
"Holy shit,
clarify
really?
because I don't remember you describing any sort of field that
I
we
missed
walked into.
that.
Clarify like butter,
Yeah, same.
everybody. Okay, so in that case, what I'd love you to do, Belle, is as they are going through, can you please make me a dex check? You can use your acrobatics to try to tumble through or slink through.
23.
23. Okay. You can be inside of the room as well. Never mind, you're going to push past the dwarven guard at the front and make your way inside. Now,
Cool.
as you do so, there are a couple of sconces that are giving off light at the front door, and as soon as Trixxi enters with Carrion, and they are discussing about how, like, oh, I feel so barren, you are going to see that a little bronzish red kobold is going to waddle up to you, also wearing a bathrobe, and is going to go,
Ah, friends! I see that you're new recruits as well. Pleasure to meet you.
Oh, this is hazing. I see.
Hmm? Hazing? No, I'm Izzet,
Is it what?
the kobold.
Yes, it is a kobold.
No, Izzet.
Is it?
Izzet the kobold.
Yes, you're a kobold.
Yes.
Yes, Izzet.
Who's on first?
No, who's over there?
What
he
does that
points
even mean?
over at over at a goblin who is just sitting there, like whittling a little goblin out of a go-go. Hey, how's it going? He goes back to whittling.
Yeah, we don't know anyone here. We just got here.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm who?
Who is it?
No, my name's
Yeah, you're
Jerry.
Who.
I'm Jerry who?
Is it?
That's is it.
I don't understand.
I don't either.
My name is Izzet. His name is Who.
Oh, well, why didn't you just say that?
Yeah. I'm Trixxi.
My name is Carrion.
I'm sure you are. Oh, I guess we're all using code names now. In that case, I'm Dr. Perverso.
Dr.
Perhaps
Perverso.
you
You
should
sure you want that to be
stay
your,
over
your name?
there.
Yeah, you can go over there with your Perverso feelings.
Okay.
Who?
No, you're Who.
Yeah, you're is it.
Who?
Yeah, me. And they're going to keep going round and round in a circle. There are several other people here. Actually, let me just adjust that real quick.
Okay, writing names. Who's?
Who? H-U. And
H-U.
then
Oh, okay, there we go.
H-U. And then
Goblin.
is it? You are going to see that there are several people around here that are going to draw your attention. Quite a few dwarves, as well as an old battered warforged that is dressed in like workers' armor. We're talking like the type of armor that like a security guard might wear, or someone who kind of mixed with like various mining implements, shoulder pads, a big helmet. As well, there is a half orc hanging out in the corner, just minding the doorway with his eyes. He has a long, thin mustache, definitely Pedro Pascal coated. There is a rather, well, let's just say you can smell him from here. A human with long, greasy hair that is covered in dust and spores and fungi that hang down the back of his cloak like a secondary, almost like a fur. He smells loamy. There is a human with dark brown skin that is sitting with her legs kind of pulled up to her chest, just kind of looking around the room. And in the center of it, you'll see that there are several other dwarves, including one young female dwarf with long braided hair, almost in like cornrows. Her skin is the color of like deep copper. And she is standing next to a man with a similar pitch to his skin that everybody... Can I get an intuition roll, please? Or an insight roll. Not intuition.
Oh,
insight.
Insights?
Insight. I would say insight.
Natural 20.
Perfect.
That's gonna be
6.
17.
Which only amounts to 21, but still.
21. Okay. So, you are going to see that there, first off, with a nat 20, And what did you get, Robin?
17.
17. Okay. So the air in this room is tense, Carrion, with what you roll. You can tell that people are nervous. But the dwarf in the center, the one with the burnished skin, is much older. I would say he must be pushing 400, maybe 500 years old. We're talking like a good solid like 70 or 80 years old for a human. But he is, although he's a little bent at the shoulder, he is stout and hardy. He's got that old man grandpa muscle to him. Like, we're talking butch grandpa looking. And someone who must be a family member, the one with the cornrows, and he have a bit of tension between them where they're muttering back and forth in Dwarven. Does anyone here speak Dwarven? Trixxi, you are going to hear, the rest of you are going to hear, Trixxi, what you will determine is, just wait a little bit longer, grandfather. I don't even know why I'm here. This is not the place for me. I'm only here for you. And as soon as I leave, you're gonna leave this foolhardy bullshit behind you. Do you hear me, girl? Aye. And once you hear the truth of what she says, you'll embrace the bullshit too. He lets out a little pff and almost spits on the ground. Everybody who succeeded
Just gonna hear Trixxi say, just under her breath, but loud enough to overhear, and she's gonna say in Dwarven, a mind is kind of like a parachute. It works better when it's open. I don't know what that accent was. That was Darcy again sneaking in.
That's your Dwarven accent.
Yeah, that's my Dwarven accent. A mind works better when it's open. Nope, that's Canadian, eh? Fuck, I've lost it.
That's a gnomish accent.
Dissolve. Open, dissolve. Parachute, open, dissolve.
And as you say that, he's going to shoot you a look. And just because you were foolhardy enough to jump, he says in common, does not mean that I should also follow your fall. When is this getting on with it? He will say in a low voice. And it is at that point that you're going to notice, those of you who succeeded your test, people are nervous here. But they're not nervous about the meeting. They're nervous because he's here. It's like inviting a cop. Like, people are eyeing him up and being very anxious about it. And it's at that point that you are going to hear a click as the back door, as a door down the western hallway opens. And a dwarven woman with a tattoo that runs across her eyes, going from ear to ear, almost like a visor, will step out. All right, that's enough trouble here. Thalmar, you are an honored guest. We will respect you, and you'll hear what she has to say. Aye, I will wait and I will listen. And when I leave here, I will not betray your confidence. But you will not rope me or my grandchild into your foolish errands. Well, we'll see about that, you hear a voice say, as the palest gnome you have ever seen in your life comes out. This gnome is practically black and white. To our eyes, in our world, she would almost look like she walked out of like a black and white television screen. Her flesh is so pale with little mottlings of gray that if she stepped in front of a piece of parchment, she might vanish. Her hair is an off gray that flows back into a high pony and dangles down. Hell, the darkest thing on her is the deep black and blue clothing that she wears. But even that seems washed out. Can I please get a history roll off of anybody who is looking at this woman?
I'm gonna spend my determination to
nice.
make that a 21.
13.
17?
17.
Okay, and 13 for Carrion?
Yep.
All right. So, I'll say that to various degrees, all of you are going to know that this is not you're going to be able to look at her Carrion and notice that she's not a deep gnome. Their skin is often like much less colorful than, say, a forest gnome or a rock gnome. But this is something different. There's something wrong with her. You're going to notice. Now, Belle and Trixxi, you are going to know that when gnomes are under a great deal of stress, they suffer a process called the bleaching or the fade. It starts small at first. Gnomes are very special. Given how they came into being, they're infused with natural magic. So much so that they have, inside of their sclera, they have a secondary ring of brilliant purple or gold or some other bright shade around their eyes. However, this one doesn't. Her eyes are black. Her eyes are big and dark, and you almost can't tell any difference between the iris and the pupil. And that outer ring has gone completely muted. Almost like bits of gray bleeding in to the sclera. She is completely bleached. The magic and life has very much faded from her. This is a condition that, if it goes too far, is absolutely fatal, by the way. So, she's going to step out and say, I'm sorry that you thought that you might be meeting with Valka herself, but I hope you're not too upset that I'm stepping in. Valka sent me personally. My name is Rivi Murmurmust. Or at least that's the name that I'm using here tonight. I have come here specifically to speak to any who would join the cause, and any that would come with us to liberate the deep. I have asked Thalmor Stonebinder, architect of the flood, to join us for this discussion. Anyone paying attention to the old dwarf, obviously named Thalmor, he will stiffen at the name Architect of the Flood. For those who don't know our story, I will say it plainly and clearly. 3 years ago, Valka Stonebraid rose up against the overseers in the deep mines of Ezelkron. She took her pick in hand, and she fought them off with her brethren. For 3 years, the western mines have eluded their control. We have fought off the Elven Secret Service. We have fought off the machines of the Amresians and the magic of the Anarans. And that is why I carry this message to you. She calls upon the bonds of kinship that unite us. Dwarves, gnomes, humans, orcs and warforged, goblins and kobolds and others alike, all those who have slaved in the depths. I call upon you to join us, to help us. We need soldiers, but we also need helpers. We need to throw off the shackles of those who would oppress us, of those who would keep us in forced servitude, bound into the mines, bleeding into the stones, working until our last life drains from our bodies, only to have the next slave crawl over us and continue. For what? To feed their infernal, eternal thirst for power and gold, and that lives beneath the earth. If we control the trade routes through the cauldron, we can become a free people, finally. If we disrupt the trade across the center of the land, there is no way that they can reinforce strongly enough from the south and the north. And that is why I'm asking you to help us. Please, stand with us as your cousins, as your kin. Thalmar will stand up from his stool at this point, let out a low, I've heard enough. You want to try to take a war against the Amresians, against the tripartites. There is no war. It is over. We have lost everything. And we have new life here. We do not need your minds. Your brother calls upon you for aid, and you... My brother is a fool. My brother has joined a foolhardy errand, and now tries to bring his grand niece into this? No. No. This leads to death. And I have heard of what you have done in other cities. I have heard of the bombings in Prospect. I have heard of the assassinations at Fort Lancaia. That is not the way to progress. That is the way to ruin. You cannot change the system by destroying it. You just destroy the world around you, with no care of collateral. Rivy nods. Perhaps. But you know what that's like. You defied your overseers once as well. When you flooded the mines and said it was from a cave-in. When you refused to go back in here, how many of your brethren drowned? Thalmar is going to take a step forward. And is anybody going to try to intervene from where Rivy is talking?
Trixie's gonna kind of step forward and be like, I think points are being made on both sides here.
Make me a persuasion roll.
Yeah, I was quite trying to get my accent before I finished talking. But she's also gonna say, I think it's a valid point to see if any sort of talking or negotiations have been happening, because just proving that you are the bad guys and killing people is not the way to free yourselves. That is definitely the way to meet extinction.
I think Carrion behind, like, to the side just kind of shrugs.
Okay, give me that. What was your persuasion roll number?
I haven't rolled yet. I was
Okay,
waiting to
please do.
finish my thing. That's going to be a 17.
He's going to glare at you.
You don't know what it was like.
No. But I do. My father drowned in the mines of Krenhold. And what's more, I know why you flooded them. I know what you saw.
You're Burma's girl.
He says with the anger drains from his face a bit, replaced by shock and surprise. Rivy nods.
They could not have what was down there. No one should. This land is a curse. The deep does not need to be freed, it needs to be buried.
What's down there?
So the left us in suspense here.
Beneath the cauldron there are things that dwell that should not be. The Lagan. Monsters. This is an island of monsters. Of evil and corruption. I have seen things down there. I have seen ghosts made of lightning. I have seen creatures born from blackest pitch, whose very touch evaporates the flesh from the living.
And this is all in the depths of the mines?
And this is what liberating the deep means? I thought you meant liberate the deep as in, like, liberate the people that are working as slaves.
That is what we mean. But what I'm saying, Thalmar, you know what it is to defy your overseers for the greater good. And that is what I'm asking now. For you to use your pull. To help free us. To help take back the land that was promised to us when we came to this place.
But not leading to bloodshed, right? Murder of hundreds, thousands of people. Civilians.
We want to stop this before it gets to that. There are some more zealous members of the Deep Liberation Front. And I cannot condone their actions. Anybody wants to insight that? May.
I would love to try.
Yeah,
I
I would
would
try.
I would love you to try as well, because that was DC 28.
9.
Yeah,
Well-
no, I can't make that. I rolled 11.
The most I can get is a 21 with a nat 20.
Nice. I rolled a base 19, so like that was pretty dope. But she is dead serious. Dead serious. So as she says that, she looks around, which is why we want to do this the right way. We would like to buy supplies, equipment, food, and so on. Using your pull here, we want to have it shipped in packages of dust bloom. We'll import the dust bloom into some of the local surrounding mining encampments, using it for things like candles and for waterproofing of equipment. And inside of those packages, we'll be able to purchase supplies, food, and equipment that we can continue the good fight. We can pay for all of it. We're just asking for support. And for anybody who wants to come and raise a pick, we'll take you too. But there are more ways to fight oppression than a fist. Sometimes you
kind
can...
of led with the fist thing a little bit. You were a little heavy on the bombings and the assassinations and the disrupt the trade and that.
I'm sorry, you're new here, but I said nothing about those horrible activities. I merely talked about disrupting trade. Seizing the center. Once we control trade, once we are able to lock out at Ravine, we can forge a new nation. That's a goal. In the meanwhile, anybody here with me, you are welcome to come back toward Ezelkron. You will all be welcome. And as she says that, there is going to be a swell next to you, Belle. You are going to scent it before you hear it. The smell of burning tobacco and gun smoke. As next to you, invisible to everyone but you, a figure is going to suddenly appear out of the corner of your eye with a long hat and a duster obscuring their face.
These fools are all gonna die.
The voice rolls through your ears like gun smoke.
Ain't no freeing the deep. Girl, you've got work to do tonight.
What do you need?
I need you to grab that right there.
He points with a dark finger. And in the corner, next to one of the kilns, is a large shovel.
I need you to grab that. You're gonna be doing some digging tonight.
I'm sure I can find a shovel without needing to. Set off a riot for somebody invisible hanging out in that space.
The dust storm's only gonna last for another night or so. You have until the evening. You're gonna have to go topside under cover of the dust.
All right. I can do that.
Good. You're gonna need to find a grave.
Whose grave am I robbing?
A washed-up gunslinger named Sigrun Oakspur.
Is there something in particular that Sigrun has that I'm looking for?
Yeah. They have your gun.
And as he says that, he will just dissolve into smoke.
All right, then.
And as that is occurring, I would love a Constitution save from Trixxi.
What?
Please give me a con save, Trixxi.
Oh no. 11.
You are going to have a horrible feeling suddenly spark. It starts small. It starts small, like pinching yourself in a zipper or getting a bug bite. Enough that you almost yelp. Maybe you do. There is a little feeling, a sharp, knife-like pressure at the edge of your stump. And you are going to feel something cold in your pocket. As you feel that attunement to the ColdIron swell. I'm going to spend your corruption points now.
Oh, spaghetti-o.
And here's the worst part.
Oh no.
The sensation of that knife pressure. It's not from the outside of your body. It's from the inside of your stump. There is a tearing sensation as a little bit of blood spreads to the air. Just a little bit. But it's not blood like you would know. No, goblin blood is red. This is a green ichor that dribbles through the various cogs and gears of your mechanical arm. Seeping like sap out of your missing arm.
Trixxie's gonna try and bolt for the door.
All right, I would like you to go ahead and make me an acrobatics check to try to dodge out of the way.
Okay. Okay. This is fine. This is fine. My dice are betraying me right now. That's a 7.
As you dive for the door, trying to run away, the girl with the cornrows is going to cut you off and say, "Nobody leaves here until we're done."
I'm having a little bit of an emergency right now.
Make me another con save.
You okay, Trixxi?
I'm not feeling
With
so
disadvantage,
good, Mr.
please.
Stark. Disadvantage. Oh no.
Is there anything I can do?
I don't know. I rolled a 19 and a 9. That's not great.
That's
That's a 15 with my con mod.
15? Cool. Cool. You are going to be lucid from this. You are going to gain the equivalent of the poison condition, though. As
Oh, lovely.
you are going to scream. Carrion, she is going to scream, and you are going to hear leather snap.
That's bad. That's really bad.
As her arm, the metal arm that is fixed to her shoulder, is going to snap and fall to the floor. You're going to hear Rivy say, "Get her to the back room. I don't know what's happening, but she needs to be laid down over there." And
Carrion will grab the arm.
sounds good.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Belle, what are you doing?
I think just kind of watching to see what exactly is happening. Trying not to give herself away yet, either.
Sounds good. They are
Unless she
all
has
going.
to.
They are all going to kind of mill around, and the man with the mushrooms growing out of his cloak is going to rush around the corner and say, "I'm a druid. Let me look at this." Is going to take a look
Yeah,
down.
sure, 'cause that'll help.
I think
Are you
this is gonna
druid?
yell, "Zoe!" And hopefully Belle's gonna try and she's gonna say, "I need Zoe!"
Look, if we could just go, it'll be much better, faster.
Make me a persuasion roll.
And try. I'm gonna use a different dice because this one's been betraying me. I'm gonna use a point of luck.
Okay.
Oh.
Because that did not go great on the first roll. Oh, there we go. Are you fucking kidding me?
What'd you roll?
A 3 followed by a 1.
Oh no.
So... Well,
I think like you get to choose between the two, but at least it's not a nat one.
yeah, I choose which one I use.
That's fair.
Before... You can spend it to choose which of the one is used for the roll. Yeah. But
No
before the outcome is
botch.
determined. I think either way this is a fail. I'm using the 3 not to not botch, but it's not going to go well.
Yeah.
So it's a 5 total.
Okay. 5 total. Okay. At that point, you are going to, the druid's going to look at you, look down at her, and is going to say, "I don't think you have much time." And is going to glance down and go, "Don't worry. I've handled all sorts of shit. I've seen everything. I'm a druid. And is going to look down and see what is happening and go, "What the fuck is that?"
Yeah, I think you know. Fuck. Back off.
And Trixxi, as you are there, you are going to see the center of your stub. So if you've ever seen an amputee wound, it kind of looks, in many cases, it can be very flat. It can also end up looking like a roll of ground beef where it's kind of tied off at the end and there's a pucker.
I was gonna say butthole, but pucker, that's good.
Well, hey, you are going to watch your arm bloom like a flower. Green ichor splatters as you watch the dark, kind of yellowish wet bone that makes up your shoulder and the tip of your arm start to spiral out of the wound. Bits of red sinew and muscle clinging to it like afterbirth. And then there is a swelling, a flexing of the muscles as they start to pump, almost as if they had some type of aeration inside of them, pumping them up like balloons. They swell, and you feel... I need a con save to stay conscious.
Oh no, with disadvantage because I'm poisoned.
It's true.
Oh, I rolled a 14 and 18 though. Thank you, Dice. Where were you
Congrats.
earlier? 18
Congrats.
plus 6. 14 plus 6 is 20.
You are going to be awake through this entire procedure. Congratulations.
Great. Great. I feel like I don't want to be,
I
but...
feel like this is losing by winning. You are going to watch in horrible, excruciating detail as your arm regenerates in full.
Was
Fresh.
that something you knew you could do?
Well, she is green after all, the druid will say. Maybe she's part lizard.
What is wrong with you?
Shrooms.
Yeah, okay, I should have figured that one out.
He's gonna pop one of his shrooms off and eat it.
Can I have one, please?
Are you pregnant?
No, I don't
Yeah,
think
sure.
so.
It's not Tylenol here.
Fuck is Tylenol?
Hold, I don't know.
And I'm
Hold
not
on a
even trying
second.
to make sure Havoc isn't gonna try and eat this guy's mushrooms.
Hold on a second.
Or
Let me
the
get
green
my
ichor on the
pants.
ground, because that would also
Oh.
be bad.
Yeah, hold on. I rolled for the mushrooms. He's not interested in those. Let me roll for green ichor. Oh,
Don't
no,
lick
not...
up.
No.
Don't look at my ichor arm. Man, I'm so excited. I'm gonna miss my arm. Man, my metal arm.
And Carrion, you are going to watch this arm. It is, and Belle, if you are standing nearby invisibly, are going to watch it. It basically is, you watch her arm be born out of the stump, wet like a puppet from a 1980s movie.
That's honestly disgusting.
It is. It's the best I could do is just say wet puppet, right? I could pontificate for hours, but wet puppet just sums it up so well.
Not gonna lie, I was kind of hoping you were gonna give me like a ColdIron arm, like, you know, like Winter Soldier looking.
Oh,
But,
yeah. But, you know, it's not what you deserve.
No.
And
What the fuck is happening?
and the druid is going to look at this and is going to faint.
Can Trixxi, like, she's gonna try and move her arm? She doesn't know 'cause she's been connected to the metal arm. So she's gonna try and, like, use her arm and, like, flex her hands?
It's your hand. It flexes. You have an arm
is
again.
Is it real?
I have an arm again. I'm gonna have to, like, I'm gonna have to get used to... I was just getting used to switching my gadgets. She's gonna look to her arm on the ground and kind of...
I mean, if you really wanted to, you could just cut it off again.
I could... I don't know if that would work. It might grow back. She's
I
gonna
don't know.
grab her other arm and kind of just, like...
Oh yeah, Carrion will pass it over. 'Cause she
So,
picked it up.
Carrion, Robin, can you do me a favor and roll me 2d20s and tell me what you get?
2d20s.
Yep.
5 and 11.
5 and 11. Okay, sounds good. Perfect. And I'm going to do that. So, Carrion, the arm was laying on the ground. You are going to just bend over and grab it?
Well, she did when Trixxi was screaming
okay.
because we were gonna get moved. So Carrion just grabbed it because Trixxi wasn't functional.
So, Trixxi, you're going to reach up to grab the arm. It's your right arm you're missing? Okay. Cool. And I'm guessing that you probably reach out for it with your left arm just because it's what you're used to.
Yeah, instinct, yeah.
Cool. It's pretty surprising when your right arm reaches forward, grabs Carrion's dagger from her belt, and stabs her in the side of the neck. Carrion, can you please do me a favor? That's a critical hit.
Oh my fuck!
What's your strength bonus or dex bonus, Dixie? Or Trixxi?
Dixie. It's +4.
+4, cool. Carrion, please do me a favor and take 12 points of piercing damage to the neck. as your hand just goes shink, shink, and stabs her.
Fuck.
Blood starts rushing out of the hole. I'm going to inflict you the bleeding condition. Until staunched, you're going to take 4 points of damage every round.
Trixie's gonna
The
cast.
pressure.
She's not gonna go. Actually, Trixie's like, Druid.
He's passed out.
I don't trust myself to cast Cure Wounds on her. Do I have the dagger in this hand still?
You have the dagger in the right hand, yes?
Can I try and grab the dagger in the left hand?
You can try. Can you make me a strength roll against yourself? I'll roll for the other hand.
Okay. Am I still poisoned?
Yes, you are.
Is that hand still poisoned then?
No, it's not, strangely.
Oh my god, you killed a nat 20. Sucks. And then it's 3. So.
You rolled a 3 too.
Yeah.
So,
Sure. So it's tied.
so literally,
Hold on a
it
second.
is-
Let me.
it's
I need. To...
So, quick question.
Yes, Belle.
What else is happening in this space? What are the others doing here? Like, the other witnesses.
They are kind of staring around the corner and saying, we should probably reconvene this meeting later. Thalmar, I hope
So
that
are
you
they
take...
basically fucking off and running away?
They're going to be,
Don't want
yes.
to deal with this?
They are going to be breaking this meeting up.
Okay. So... that, arm certainly doesn't seem to be Trixie's.
No, can you cut it off? Someone cut it off. That's what I'm trying to do. Is Trixie trying to cut off her own arm again?
So... Yes, I would like to, take her arm off if I can.
All right,
He's
so...
going, Alec, bite.
All right, go ahead and make me... Why don't we roll initiative real quick versus Trixie and her arm?
Oh my god.
And then as after going like, hey, the arm.
Okay,
Well,
I'm
she's
gonna roll
trying to anyway.
Trixie's arm. Oh, Trixie's arm got a nat 1.
I rolled a 2, so you know.
Nat
damn it.
20.
17.
Okay, Carrion, followed by Belle, followed
So I have
by
an 8 total.
Trixie, followed by Army. Okay, so top of the initiative. I'm going to say that on initiative 20, well, you have nat 20, so you're going to go first. So Trixie, pardon me, Carrion, what do you do?
Okay. I just got stabbed. Carrion is applying pressure to the wound, whichever. Okay, it probably would have been this side then. Yeah. Okay. And has already pointed at the arm and is telling Havoc to bite and is going to try and just, staunch the bleeding as best she can and get some distance between them.
Sounds good.
Oh god, I hope Havoc doesn't eat it.
Okay, so go ahead and make me an attack roll.
1 second, I just realized I don't have the page open for Havoc's things. Though most of them are the same as mine, so. 1 second. Okay, so his bite is a +6 to hit at this point. So he's going to go up because he has to be 5-foot range, and that's going to be 22
Perfect.
to hit.
That's going to hit.
Okay.
Okay, so biting into the side of the arm. Go ahead and roll me damage.
Yes.
Am I taking this damage, or is the arm taking this damage?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
And then
The answer is
5
you're going to take half.
piercing damage.
Okay, so you're going to take 2 points of piercing damage from this. It's going to take the other 2. Is this magical? It is, isn't it?
I think so. I don't see that in the actual write-up, though.
Yeah, we'll assume that it is at the moment. You can always look it up later. Because it is a dragon fang, technically, and dragon damage is slightly worse for healing.
Yeah.
All right. Your dragon familiar friendo is going to dive across, burying its fangs into the side of into the side of the arm, tearing away some of the green flesh. Anything else you're doing on your turn? You are staunching bleeding. Make me a medicine check, unless you're spending a spell slot to heal that.
Do I even have any cure spells? Is a great question. I think I'm spending doing a medicine check.
Okay, go ahead and make me a medicine check. Your
I'm going
DC
to spend a
is...
second luck point.
Okay, your DC is 15.
Okay. Fucking hell. I fail. Because I rolled a 3 and a 1 again.
Oh my god, really?
Yep.
Okay, you're going to take 4 points of damage from hemorrhaging.
Okay, cool. That sucks.
Would you like to spend your last luck point for the night? Because it refreshes per game, doesn't it?
It's per day.
Per
12
day? Well, I'm
hours.
sure you're going to sleep after this.
24 hours. I was putting distance between us though, so I'm just trying to back away.
Okay, sounds good. Belle. So there you have a couple of options, Belle, as it's your turn. You have your gun. There's also that big shovel.
Oh, I was gonna say.
So what do you do?
Well, I guess the question though is are you going to let me use it as a warlock weapon? Or with my -1 strength?
I will spend a something good happens to let you use it as a warlock.
Cool. So she will grab it, yell at Havoc to drop, and Trixxi to drop, and then plant her foot on Trixie's shoulder and bring it down like she's killing a rat.
Okay, Trixxi, you're going to do that. Make me an attack roll. You can roll with advantage because you are bracing against the shoulder.
Cool. Amy, your dice came through.
Oh, that's where my luck went.
It's good that they went to someone. Okay, that's a nat 20.
So that is a nat 20.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me damage.
Havoc's absolutely
So what would be
infusing
damage
this.
on this?
A shovel would be a d6 most likely. Well, yeah, I'll say 2d4.
2d4. Okay.
It's a sharp shovel. It's a
I
tactical
get to add
shovel.
my charisma
You do.
to the damage.
So that means that you're going to be rolling 4d4 plus your charisma.
Yes.
And Havoc's using its reaction to infuse the strikes
Oh!
to add extra 1d6, which I guess is 2d6.
That is correct. So that's going to be 4d4 plus 2d6.
Okay, I don't need to die, guys.
And I don't know what the current infusion type is, because you'd been rolling that for me, or I'd been.
So that should be 29 then. Points of damage.
Okay, Trixxi, you're going to take 14 points of damage. And there is going to be a horrible, meaty as the shovel bites into the ramshackle bed you were laying on, and your arm is going to slump to the side onto the ground. It starts like just vibrating, shaking around like a beheaded snake. What do? It is now, unless Belle, do you have a bonus action you'd like to do? No, I guess you wouldn't grab the shovel. He's pretty good.
I think so, unless like I can apply a spell in a non-traditional way.
I don't think so.
Okay.
So then it's going to be Trixxi, you're up.
Boy, cutting off the arm again after getting the arm and cutting off the arm again. Trixie's gonna cry.
That sounds good.
She's gonna curl up into a ball and cry on her turn because that is just trauma. She's not okay
massive
with this.
pain. Okay, so you are going to grab the bleeding. Blood is pouring now, not the ichor. Pain is going to roll through your now disembodied arm, and that is going to be your turn. Army is going to suddenly lurch up like a cobra, snatch into your bag, and using its item interact is going to pull free the cold iron.
Oh, it's not in her bag. Trixie keeps it on her.
It's going to reach into your pocket or wherever and pull it out as its item interact. And I'm going to spend my last hurt them more. And with a horrible screech, the arm is going to... it doesn't even have a mouth, but
It has a mouth.
it doesn't have a mouth, but it lets out that kind of like horror movie, like, and is going to writhe across the floor bonelessly down into a drainage pipe. And with that, that is going to be the end of combat. What do you all do?
Bella is going to try to probably aid Trixxi to stop bleeding and Carrion.
Okay, so go ahead and make me a medicine check.
19.
All right, 19, where you are having your blood pumping. Carrion, you're going to have the pressure applied to your wound and are going to be healed. The meeting has pretty much been broken up, except as you are seeing many of the people flood back into the room, one figure is going to loom in front of you. Thalmar, Stonebinder, architect of the flood, is standing and watching this scene.
Is the girl all right?
I think Carrion points at herself and then at Trixxi, kind of like a which
He
one
points
was?
at Trixxi.
Are you all right, girl?
Trixie's totally checked out.
So, I think she's alive. But we should probably go.
Yeah. I'm not feeling so great.
Where did she get it?
Which part? The arm? She grew it.
No. The Scora. The ColdIron. Where did she get it?
And why are you asking?
Because I have
And
seen
what do
them.
you know?
He looks at you with pale eyes.
Because there is more than one reason I flooded the depths.
I don't know.
She will recover. Tend to her wounds.
And as we step away from this, Zoe and Taliina'a are having an absolutely pretty banger of a time drinking and partying with those singers, and are going to, be invited to go out partying for the rest of the night, having a great time all together. And as they are stumbling back from the night and heading into their rooms before any of their companions get back, one of the humans, a woman named Pelin, is going to turn and say, Taliina'a, you have a beautiful voice. And now, Pelin looks very much like Kristen Stewart with the short bob hair. And he's going to look at you and say, and I was wondering, I like your accent. What does it sound like when you, come along, Pelin. Come on, you're a little drunk. Okay. Call me. I'm just down here, okay?
She's gonna lean in so only Pelin can hear and just say, "It sounds even better. But maybe next time."
And I'll be sure to call you then. And is going to head back down the hallway, making her way down the corridors of this old hotel. The rest of your party eventually will return, and we will cut to that. But the girl Pelin manages to break away from her friends and say, no, we need to keep partying, okay? We need to keep out on the town. And they stumble out down the hallways and out into the night and keep drinking into the wee hours of the morning. And as Pelin wanders away from a tavern to go relieve herself in an alleyway, a figure approaches from the shadows. And there is a brief moment of confusion as Pelin looks down at the spreading pool beneath her and notices a red mixed into it as a shard of broken pottery opens her throat. She falls into a pool of her own blood and piss, her cowboy hat falling beside her. A figure kneels over and swoops it up and the unbloodied clothes, dressing themselves. It adjusts the cowboy hat and says, "It's what I deserve." And then walks into the night. And that's what we're going to call game for the night, I think. There we go. Hey, folks, thanks for tuning in to our Sam Raimi episode here on Dork Tales. I hope that y'all had some fun, because it's always fun here on ColdIron. And I wanted to say a big thank you. Sorry that that Tally and Zoe weren't in that last arm. They weren't well armed, but I hope that you had some fun watching the ensuing scene.
Hell yeah! I just missed popcorn.
Oh man, popcorn would
Some
have been great for
popcorn,
that.
just like against the mask.
We are going to we're going to call game here. We're going to do a little bit of horror debrief off camera, but in the meanwhile, I want to say a big thank you to everybody who keeps us on the air. Of course, we can do this without our patrons at patreon.com/dorktales, like everybody's mother Jan, Shikon Day Vermillion, and Soul Omen, who are probably just loving this. Our wizards of the Patreon, Tammy the Forever Cleric, the Ink Goblin, Krosh Urquhart, and Big Nut. Our monster maker Larouk, who thanks Larouk for listening to me today when I was talking about this and needed somebody to bounce ideas off of. Our High Council, Terran, Amberthist, Raven with Baubles, Chef Aladeth, Sorcerer Sanguine, Brian Kaler, Nerdy Metal Gent, Nihilist, Cookie Mon Steve, and Iron Warrior X, and our patron of the arts, Eastside Rider, and Nacro the Straw Hat Devil. We are going to be back next weekend, and if you can't wait for us long enough, please join the Patreon and come hang out with us in Avernus on Tuesday. You know, a little bit of hell never hurt anybody. That's wrong. It hurts everybody. But you might as well come see us where I wear a lot of blue paint. And with that, we will see you next time, partners, here on ColdIron. Good night, and ye claw, as the crabs would say.